Welcome and karibuni to Aroma of Zanzibar. Today I'm so excited because I bring you Kaimatis, or known also as Luqaimat. And for Kaimatis, I've got my ingredients, which are all-purpose flour, water, yeast, oil or ghee, yogurt, and cornstarch. I'm going to start by sifting my 1 cup of all-purpose flour and a tablespoon of cornstarch. I like to use cornstarch because it makes my Kaimatis extra crunchy. Okay, and then I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients, which is going to be a teaspoon of yeast, a tablespoon of oil or ghee, and 2 tablespoons of plain yogurt. Now the yogurt makes it crunchy. Now the cornstarch makes it extra crunchy. And I've got half a cup of warm water, and you just want to add some of it, not all of it at one time, because you don't want the batter to be runny. So we have to be very careful here because the consistency is very, very, very crucial. Okay, so I have used half a cup completely, and I may need more. So you may need sometimes I use just half a cup, sometimes maybe a little lesser than a spoon. So I added a tablespoon more to get to the right consistency, and this is what I'm looking for. So after this, I decided to go ahead and do it the traditional way. This is how we beat the batter of the Kaimati. Okay, so you want to beat this for at least 2 or 3 minutes till it's completely nice and smooth, no lumps. But if you're not comfortable, you can continue with a whisk. Okay, and then you just cover it and let it rise in double the volume. So in the meantime, I'm going to start with my syrup, which is a cup of sugar and half cup of water and about 1/4 to half a teaspoon of cardamom powder. It depends how strong you want it. And saffron. Saffron is not necessary if you don't want. So just bring this to a boil for about 5 to 10 minutes. And how I check my syrup is I use the spoon. Be careful, this is very hot. And it should be just a little bit sticky, okay? Not too much. And if you're using a thermometer, you can go up to 180 degrees Fahrenheit or 75 Celsius. That should be enough, not more than that. And my dough is ready. It took about half an hour. It can go up to 45 minutes because I made the syrup, so my kitchen got hot. Okay, so I want to show you the batter, how it looks. It's nice and bubbly. But it's got a lot of bubbles. Anyway, so I'm going to be using water and oil and a teaspoon here. Okay, there are 2 methods that I want to share with you how to fry the Kaimatis. Actually, there are more methods, but I like to use this too. Okay, the first one is this. You take the dough, the batter, and you squeeze it, in your palm. When you put it in your palm and squeeze, and scoop it with a spoon. I hope I'm making some sense, but you can see what I'm doing. And you can fill up the spoon or you can use half. It depends on the size and also the practice. I don't have a practice of Kaimatis, so mine are not in the shape that they should be. They're usually nice and round, but it's an art. I really admire people who can make really, really nice round Kaimatis. Okay, now the second style that I do is this. I don't do much this. I prefer the spoon. So I dipped my hand in the water and then, use my 4 fingers, and then push it with the thumb. And when I use the spoon, I use it with the oil. But you can also use the water for the spoon. You don't have to use the oil. Okay, so you can see I use the oil. I dip it in the oil and then So that's it. So if you're doing the Kaimatis for the first time and your Kaimatis are not round, they are funky shape like mine, please don't worry, it takes time. And as long as they taste good, that's fine. Okay, so you just want to, do what I'm doing here. Like, toss them until you get the right, the desired color. You don't leave them like that. Because if you leave them, then there'll be one side dark and one side lighter. Okay, so that's it, and my Kaimatis are ready. And Kaimatis are usually served especially in Ramadan. A lot of Kaimatis, basically the whole month of Ramadan. I know some people have these in their homes. Okay, so now I'm ready to add the syrup, and this is how I like to do. Because if you have a large batch, then you would do some, and then you'll add more, and you'll add more, and then you'll finish with the syrup. Okay, so since I have little, and then that's it. You make sure all your Kaimatis are coated with the syrup, and you can serve them in the bowl, or you can transfer them into another bowl. And Kaimatis are very, very special, like I say, especially in Ramadan. And in some homes, like I know, I was in Oman last year. Every single day we had Kaimatis, and my kids love them. So now when I made the video yesterday, which is Monday, the 17th of April, they were so excited. They said, hey, we didn't have to wait for Ramadan to come for us to have Kaimatis. Anyway, so then you're going to just add some more syrup if you want. And that's about it. And let me show you how crunchy they are. I want you to hear that. So thank you so much. For more recipes, please visit Aroma of Zanzibar. And the ingredients will be over here.